You need flux to braze. And throughout the videos, I've used 3 different types of flux: powdered flux, flux-covered brazing rod, and paste flux. Now in this video, I'm going to be adding liquid flux. Just a quick history of my use of flux. When I first started as a hobby back in 1967, and then started making my living in 1973 doing metal sculpture, I was using these 3 basic fluxes: the powdered flux, flux-covered brazing rod, and the paste flux. Sometime in the mid-80s, I found out about liquid flux and the gas fluxer. And I started using that and really liked it up until the time when I started doing videos. And I knew that most people are not going to have a gas fluxer in their shop. So I went back to powdered flux, flux-covered brazing rod, and the paste flux. Well, now I decided that I want to start using the fluxer again. So let me introduce you to the gas flux with the liquid flux. For about 15 years, my gas fluxer sat unused. Before using it again, it needed to be cleaned and the gaskets needed to be replaced. The gas flux company has an exchange program, so I sent in my old one and got this one in return. The tank on the left is a liquid flux reservoir. Here it is set up with a reservoir attached. Now the first thing to notice is that the flame is green rather than blue. And it has always seemed to me that the flame is a bit hotter compared to a typical setup. But this could be just my imagination. Other than a couple of dimples, this is an almost perfect braze for the type of work that I do. An important positive for me is the cleanup time. Using the gas fluxer, it's dramatically reduced. I have almost no flux residue that needs to be removed. Now those are all good points, but one of my main reasons for using the fluxer with the liquid flux is these deep reds. Now there is some type of chemical reaction between the liquid flux and the copper that produces these deep reds. And this really enhances many of my copper pieces. In upcoming videos, you will see more examples of torch work with the gas fluxer using liquid flux.